Hi, this is Dan. I'm back again with constraints on the A2 Plus assembly mates. I've covered collinear on the first one and concentric on the second one. So let's look at axis constraints. They don't make much sense with 2x4s and stuff, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of how to work them. So we'll bring up the dialog again, and we'll pick up this axis and this axis here. And once again, we come up with the same two constraints that we did with the circular. And that's because on a circular, you're using the center axis of the circle, so it becomes an axis. And once again, we'll line these up. You can't quite see it because we're on 3D, but if you put those up, you can see that those axes are now lined up. So we'll accept that. And what else can we do with this? Let's see what we can do with a couple of points. Believe it or not, these do come in handy at times. I'm going to push the control here, and I'm going to press this point here, and it comes up with the spear. Oh, that's why I keep getting the spear. But the one that you normally use is this point constraint, and that puts those points together, as you can tell. And so we'll accept that. What other constraints do we have here? Oh, a trick for these bolts. In the other video with the concentric mates, we had to use two mates in order to get this lined up to the hole and to get to the bolt to where we need it to be. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make this washer fixed. And I hope this works because I got too much time in this video already. I have not tried it with this dialog yet. And we can come down here and make this a fixed part. Now we can start our dialog box. And if you pick just the circular edge there, and if you pick this edge, not the bolt itself, and as I'm prone to do, I forgot to hold down my control key. So we'll come back over here, control key down, pick an edge. I lost it. Okay, let's clear it. I picked that edge. Control key. Edge. Oh, maybe it was lit before and I just didn't see it. But this constraint over here is a circular edge to an edge. And when I click on that, you see that these washers go right around that bolt. It definitely looks the wrong way to me. No problem. We can fix it by flipping the direction. Perfect. Now, if we try to move that, we'll probably get an error because you cannot connect two fixed parts. because they're fixed in both of those. Washer, I believe, was what I accepted, is fixed in space. So you have to come down here, turn this to false so that we can move the bolt. Sorry I'm taking so long here, but I'm kind of thinking as I go. Select this edge. I lost my little hole there. There you are. We can come down here, pick the edge of this hole. Of course, it helps to hold the control key down. So we've got that edge. Don't even have to turn the bolt around for this one because we can select this edge here. We got that visible. Push it. And that bolt is right where we want it, just by using 2 constraints rather than 3 or 4. So that's we pretty much covered the constraints. My usage of most of these programs shows that the normal constraint that you use is collinear. Every once in a while you use the axis, sometimes you use a point, but I'd say at least 99% of the time you use the collinear. So I'll be back in a second to perhaps make a little closet. See you then.